Mike Jones here with Ken's brand new show starting in... Let's get inside and check it all out.
Little Georgia's #1 sight and sound source. Go to Ken's.
All right, we are at Parish on Cherry Street. It's a new restaurant in downtown, and we have been super active with all the new restaurants. I'm telling you, downtown in Macon is happening. Now, if you imagine, this is a before, this is all of the dining area. It's gonna be a gigantic dining area here. Again, this is a Louisiana style type food, if you will. So it's gonna be just awesome. I'm all about the spice, that's all there is to it. So we're gonna have a huge amount of sound in here that they're gonna do streaming wirelessly, so they'll be able to use their phones and their iPads to be able to get what you wanna get. Now, in here we're using Yamaha speakers. They're all surface mount because you don't really have a way to flush, but they'll all blend in with all these dark colors and stuff. All this has sound for streaming. All that has sound for streaming, which is cool. Now, just has nothing to do with us, but as a side note, check out this bar right here. Is that completely and utterly nuts? Yes, those are real pennies. All right, now that was the before, and this is the after. Wow, it is nuts what they did with this place. What a great atmosphere. Now, let me tell you, they are like a Creole cooking type, Louisiana type feel like I told you about. I have eaten here a lot. It's only been open like 2 or 3 weeks at Parish on Cherry Street in Macon, Georgia. I love the gumbo. I'm putting that out there. The red beans and rice are crazy. They even have fried okra that is slap your mama good. How about that? Now, what we did was sound. Yamaha. This is the 2 series. Yamaha makes a 1 and a 2 series, and they are absolutely incredible. Nice, clean sound. And what we did is my guys designed the system and went all the way down in a row right here. So if you'll come with me right here, you'll see the speakers, they kind of stagger, and they go all the way down to the bar, and it continues all the way outside because the restaurant plays favor to this side, right, to these walls. So you've got about 400 watts of power, and she has full control from her phone. So she was just talking about how she just dials it up and does whatever she wants. She can change the music, change the mood, change the volume, which we were doing, just trying to get ready for this, because with Sonos you do that, and Sonos is an app you can use in any type of application. These speakers right here are anywhere from like $75 to $125 a piece. We also put flat panels outside and inside. The one outside has a removable bracket that you can take on and off. I'm sure you've seen a cutaway of that now because they take it down at night for the obvious that somebody will take it down for them if they don't. Going with prices, you heard me say the Yamaha speakers anywhere from $75 and up. The speakers that we put throughout the hallways are anywhere from $60 and up. Amplifiers run a couple of $100. Sonos runs a couple of $100 to about $400. It's crazy how you can deck an entire restaurant out with audio and video and be completely affordable. And here's the cool. When we come down and design the system, when you let us do everything hands down, you get a 2-year warranty in-house that includes loaner or replacement, so you're never out of business on the audio video side of your business. Awesome.
Hi, my name is Chrissy Lee, one of the co-owners here at Parish on Cherry Street. We're located downtown Macon at 580 Cherry Street. We're selling some amazing Cajun Creole food. Our Big Easy flavor will knock you off your socks. And we're open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. We are working with Ken's. They've hooked us up with some awesome features. We have a television outside on our patio, one inside at our bar, and surround sounds all around. We've worked with Ken's for years, even before we've gotten to live this dream of opening our own restaurant. They've helped us out at all of our other concepts that we've worked with. So come on down to Parish on Cherry Street and check us out.
All right, this is insane. We have done multiple of these Polarises now, and let me just tell you, I can't get enough of them. These guys are getting so creative with how they want to have their sound. So what we do is we come in and they come with this dash, which just has like a small pocket in it, and we modify the dash to hold. This gentleman wanted AM, FM, CD, DVD, that's right, DVD in a slingshot. He wanted navigation. He said, I'm going to take road trips in this thing. He wanted Bluetooth audio so he can stream music wirelessly from his phone, which is working perfectly fine. This is Alpine series called the 960, right? We did Alpine Marine speakers. Check these bad boys out. Look at the new pods that just came out. These companies that are building these pods actually bolt to the factory roll cage, so they're stable, and that is a marine speaker, which means if he gets caught in the downpour, he don't have to worry about damaging his products. Now, he wanted real sound, so with that being said, let me let you hear how this sounds. 500 watts. Crazy. Now, the reason you kind of feel that bass and everything is we put a bass knob right here. Check this out. That's custom built. This is a factory button. This is not. It looks just like stock. I can turn my subwoofer up and down. Why did I say subwoofer? Because this gentleman allowed us to put in a JL Marine sub behind the seat. This is all weatherproof, MDF, all covered in a weather type lining so it can take a downpour as well. And this is a JL Marine 10-inch sub. I am letting you know this thing is insane, insane sound quality. Let me give you one more sound bite of that thing. Check this out. I mean, I don't know how to beat it. We hid the amplifier up in the top of the fairing right here. That way it'll never have to deal with any type of moisture or anything. And then, like I said, I was talking about that backup camera. Let me jump out of this crazy contraption. And look at this. Look how small this bad boy is. This is awesome. I'm telling you, he bought his at Capital Cycle right down the road from us. Capital Cycle says they can't get these things fast enough because I know because this is the 4th one we've done. Now, something else that's cool is that, check this out. End of the day, check that out. This is Viper's version called the Merlin. This is an outdoor weather resistant motorcycle / slingshot alarm system. So he can walk away, bada bing, he sets this up. It kills the starter. If the unit is picked up, let's say somebody tried to pick it up and steal it, it takes that out. It kills the whole vehicle. So you got to have the slingshot key and this to make it go off. And it's got a built-in panic alarm built in. And what it does is it makes the alarm go bananas and it flashes all the parking lights and all that kind of stuff. So I am totally in awe of these vehicles. I am so very proud that we are getting to do these things. When you come in, bring your slingshot, let's get with these guys. This is an extreme package that we're doing. We have another package that's gonna be in the $600 to $700 range. So just come in and we'll kind of work it out. This is awesome, awesome, awesome. At our music store in Macon, now I'm just giving you a little lay of the land. Macon Mall's right there, Olive Garden's right there. There's our Ken's right there that does all the audio, video, car stuff. But this store right here houses the best deals in music. I'm talking about PA. We do rental PAs, full audio video setups for your wedding or birthdays or whatever type parties that you want to do. We do that. We have guitars, we have keyboards, we have drums, we have microphones, and we will beat any price. It don't matter whether you're going local, whether you're going national, whether you're going .com, whether you're going Taiwan, whatever it is, we will beat the price. Let's get inside. Let me show you how it's done. All right, now Yamaha's monitors, these are called the 15 series. They make them in a 12 and a 15. They even make a 10 CBR series. These guys are built basically for power. They are 1,000-watt monitors. They can also be flown if you choose to do that. When you get into the music store in Macon, which is right next to the other Ken's, which does all the audio, video, car, stereo stuff, right across from the Olive Garden Macon, come to this music store. Shop online all you want. You find these CBR 15s at your best possible price, and we will beat it. You need to get in here and hear these. They are incredible. All right, now, a lot of times I will just do like an overview of guitars, but let me tell you, I keep a wall of guitars in here, and you know I do Breedlove, and I do Paul Reed Smith, I do Peavey, I do Yamaha. This is the Yamaha Pacifica. I absolutely love this. Now, this is a brand new piece that we've just gotten in. It retails for $850 for you guys that are truly passionate about your guitar and your music love, and this is on sale, you ready, for $544. $544. Look at the finish on this madman. This is absolutely incredible. You need to come in and play this. Everybody I've put it in their hands has loved it. We've got 2 out the door so far. $544 for a $800 brand new model Pacifica by Yamaha. All right, now Marshall, we have digital and tube amplifiers. These are 15 models, and let me tell you how big this clearance is, okay? If you take Marshall's listed price and you cut it in half, 50% off, not 20, 30, 40, but 50% off of Marshall's list price on all amplifiers that I have in stock. No refurbs, no pre-owns, no trade-ins. These are all brand new. I have them in stock. I keep about 25 of them. Right now, a Marshall Super Cell, tube and digital, 50% off. Awesome. All right, now Quantum Audio is a new brand that we just picked up. They are humongous power at amazing prices. Let me tell you how amazing. This package is a 3,000-watt dual 12 vented box. It comes with a 2,500-watt bridgeable amplifier. It comes with cables. It comes with installation. It comes with a bass knob. It is $600. $599, and it has a year warranty exchange. What that means is if you just run the absolute snot out of it, they'll give you a brand new one. This stuff hits so hard. We've been selling it for about a month since the last show, and it is going like hotcakes. We just ordered about 150 more boxes of it. Listen, just to give you some idea about deals, 5,000 watt amplifier, $299. 5,000 watt 15-inch for $199. They have a 1,500 watt amplifier for $199. Plus we service it and we install it for free. And if you're a student, don't forget about this. I'm sure it's flashing on the screen right now. You get an extra 10% off of our sale prices when you bring in your student ID. You need to get out to the Macon or the Warner Robins Superstore and check out the Quantum Audio Super Sale. This stuff rocks. All right, 2007 Mercedes SLK, and a lot of folks that come in the Mercedes, they're always trying to figure out a way to get something to fit the dash because the radio is so big, honking big, and I don't know if that's really not a word, is it? But look this, and now here's the newest mounting kit, and I love the way this looks. It's a very clean and seamless way. So you remove the factory radio and you put in, this is Alpine series called the 927, which is AM, FM, CD, DVD. It has navigation, which I do love very much. Very, very simple to use. All the maps got updated in March of this year. I mean, it's simple enough that anything you touch is simple. Like, well, look at this. Here we are. Find an address, go to, route, information, meaning, hey, like, where are my places to go buy gas, and it tells you all the restaurants and stuff like that, which I love that. And I'm kind of making light of it because I've had it so long, I'm spoiled, and that is an absolute fact because I will never, ever ask for directions. Now, go back over to the standard part of the radio. It's AM, FM, CD. Again, it's a DVD player. It has Bluetooth audio. It has a 200 watt amplifier in it. And this year, from the Mercedes world, because they've always used this whole fiber optic thing, they've actually made it where we can use the factory steering wheel controls. So for that being said, once I have my music playing, see, I can go, so of course, on wireless connection, but check that out. I can do anything I want to do. It's simple to use. I can change it from here, right? Anything I want to do here, or I can go up to here. So I can choose my menu and play it, or I can go into the steering wheel controls and turn it up and down and change the tracks. So I can put this in my glove box to keep it safe like that, right? And then I can still control everything from right here. See, like I'm changing songs and all that, which I think that is super cool. Now, built-in equalizer, built-in crossover, has a backup camera input so that you can see behind you. You can add satellite radio to it. So when you come in, ask about the new Alpine touchscreen navigation radios and ask if there is a fit for your car, because trust me, Mercedes is a low volume car in comparison to, say, like a Ford Escort or like a Dodge truck like I have. So they're going to always make radio mounting kits for those. But for stuff that's high end like this, sometimes it's a little while before you see it. And this is a Mercedes SLK. And they do make it where you can put an aftermarket radio, because as good as a Mercedes is, the radio just ain't that great. And that's just the way it really works out. These are going to start anywhere from $799 and up for the ones with navigation, anywhere from $399 and up for the Alpines without navigation. And of course, we also carry the Pioneer brand as well. But here's the cool part. You come in, pick out all your product. The installation is free. And when you sell the car, we put it back to stock for free. Awesome. Okay, ski nautique boat. I love it. We took this boat apart and put sound in it. And then he got about 8 feet out there and he says, hey, what if I just wanted it to just be insane? We pulled it right back into the garage and started over. So the Brainiacs got in here and redesigned the whole system. Now, how much redesign? Let me give you a sound bite at first just to give you an idea how this thing sounds. This is crazy. Listen to the clarity. Let me turn this thing up. Subwoofer down here underneath the hull. It's coming. It's coming. Seriously. Now listen. That is humongous sound, and it's all types. It don't matter which way. That's just a little teaser. You're probably going to see him out on the lake and go, my goodness, I need to ride in that guy's boat. Why? Because he has JL Audio MX series. Now, these come in a component or a coax. As you can see, we put our own LED lighting that'll light up the whole interior of the boat. Now, listen, he's got them in the front. He's got them in the back, and then we took apart the centerpiece here where the motor is mounted. Check this out, not 1, 2, not 3, but 4 of the MX series. And this is so when he's out there in the water, he can play this thing super hard and get the clarity. That is crazy. Now, we have 1,000 watts of power in here, 1,500 watts of max power in here if you include the sub. This has a 12-inch 500 watt subwoofer in a band pass for you guys that are techies out there. Amplifier stored in here, a way that we can recharge if we want to down in here, and it all closes up to keep moisture and stuff out of the system. Now, Alpine's 164 radio is my radio of choice for you guys that are doing a marine application. It's AM, FM, CD, USB, mini. You can add satellite radio. It's Bluetooth audio, and a built-in equalizer. It is the best sounding radio on the market right now, and those Alpine radios going to start anywhere from $100 all the way up into the $300 range when you get to the very best. Now, this installation, just to give you an idea, to craft this and to still make it functional as a boat and not just a sound system, but to make it be the sound system, not just a sound system, it took about 22 hours. So if you want to get us to get in here with your boats, which of course they're lined up right now because it's the season, you need to come in and just let us get us on a Monday, let us keep it a couple of days, and perfection is that's all I can tell you is perfection. I love the lighting. JL is on it. Marine. Sound quality.
Damn, girl, I got to my hat and never thought a country song make you move like that, yeah.
All right, I am at Oasis Church down in Byron, Georgia. And let me tell you, they allowed us to come in. What they had, the biggest problem they had is they had like these gigantic disco speakers, which is like the most common speaker that folks put in when they put in churches. And the problem is they're made to play loud and to throw sound, but they're not all about clarity. So what we did is we did PV series. Now, PV makes a bunch of those series like disco. I call disco speakers also. But when you get towards the Impulse and the Sanctuary series, it's a more radiated sound. And what that means is they use what they call a 60 by 80 or a 60 by 100 horn. And what that does for you is it allows us to point the sound. If you'll look at their seating right here and the way it's divided up, we needed a way for that sound to be more directed toward the seating. So you see how we did one here, right, and that fills up this section. We have two here, and we have one over in this corner, and they're all 15-inch subs too, so you got a lot of oomph. Now they have another separate subwoofer as well, lots and lots of power, 5,000 watts. Up on the stage, I'm sure you've seen a cutaway now, we did flush mount boxes where they can plug in all of their instruments and microphones. They did the P16 in-ear system that has a separate EQ. So for you musicians out there, if you want to be able to EQ and not to have these big giant monitors up there that's bouncing off the walls, we do an in-ear system from Behringer that ties right in, and you can EQ it for the instrument that you're playing, which is super cool. So end of the day, look how clean and clutter-free all this is. So this is cool. Now we're going to do a little, I'm sure you're seeing a cutaway right now of their booth. Why? Because they have the Behringer X32. Now, let me tell you where the world has changed in technology. I'm going to put this out there. The digital mixers now allow you, and I'm sure you're seeing a cutaway now of how everything moves back like it was, you can preset your best tune. And that way, if somebody gets up there and starts moving things around, you hit one button, it goes back to your best tune, right? That stuff has become so affordable, you can't afford not to go fully digital. These PV speakers, depending on which series you go with, they're going to be anywhere from $250 all the way up to $600. But listen to this. I have never had to service one in a church yet. Not even one. No one's been able to tear them up. So it don't matter what level of worship you're at, that thing will take a whipping. You got to get out here to Oasis Church, Byron, Georgia. Awesome.
I'm Ken Luther. I'm the pastor at Oasis Community Church, and we've been doing a lot of work here at the church. We've been trying to create a culture and an atmosphere where when people come into our building, they know that they are cared for, they know that, that they are loved, and we want them to feel welcome. And so before Ken's came in, I would preach, and people couldn't understand what I was saying. They had a difficult time hearing me. This past Sunday with the new system, everyone could hear me. Everyone could understand what I was saying. The improvement with our band and our worship team's been amazing. For the first time, I could hear our acoustic guitar, our electric guitar, our bass, our drums, and our keyboard all playing together as one unit. And it was just phenomenal to hear that. So we're excited about Ken's helping us out and the culture that we've created here. And now we can move on beyond that and just focus on doing what God's called us to do, and that's love people and minister to people.
All right, now let me tell you a little story, and I'm going to try to make it fast. When my father opened up this company, when he had the mindset to do what he does, him and his brother got together. The very first brand we had, and this is year 37 that we're in, was Yamaha. That was the first brand we ever actually attacked and said, that's a brand we want to have. The new amplifiers for 16 have come out. Now, they make them in single zone, 2 zone, and 3 zone, but here's the cool feature. They still come with the YPAL microphone, and what that is if you come in and buy one of these at our Macon or our Warner Robins Superstore and you take it home and set it up, a lot of people can't figure out how to set their speaker configuration up. So they have a microphone that plugs into this. I'm sure you're seeing the cutaway of the microphone right now, and you put it out where your seating arrangement is, and it measures sound around the room and sets the gains and the levels and the EQ for you. Is that not cool? You don't have to have the experience. It has the experience built in. That's all of their amplifiers, all the way from the $300 amplifiers and up. Now, what they did this year is even from the $300 world and up, you get Bluetooth. You see the symbol right here. They haven't had that. It's a big deal to have Bluetooth because now, without any Wi-Fi or anything else, you can stream your music to the Yamaha device without any kind of other aids or any kind of software updates and all that crazy stuff. Now, in the two-zone world like this, you get into what I call the big boy stuff. They make quite a few differences of these models. These allow you to run outdoor speakers and indoor speakers and surround sound, and it has HDMI up convert, it has 4K up convert for you techies. Here's what's cool. I can have my phone or my smart device and I can turn on music outside totally independent of what's going on inside, or I can mate them together, which is really super cool, right? Again, when you get to the vintage world, you get a 3-year warranty. Yamaha don't play. So go in the Macon or the Warner Robins location and look at these amplifiers. They fit every budget and they sound perfect. All right, now you hear this. It's crazy. This Pioneer radio is AM, FM, CD, remote control, mini so you can tell your phone is. It is detachable face. It is 200 watts of power. Now listen to this deal right now. You get the Pioneer AM, FM, CD, and you get the Quantum Audio 6.5-inch speakers, provided they fit in your factory location, for $169 for the CD player and the speakers with free installation. Now, if you need a kit or a harness or anything like that, you do have to buy those parts, but the installation is free. When you, let's say you say, hey, I don't need speakers, I just need a good radio. You ready for this? I went back to our Christmas special, AM, FM, CD, remote control, 200 watts, $89 with free installation. That is not while supplies last, because I got them stacked to the roof. Bam! I know a lot of folks saw 2 shows back that we were carrying the LED light bars, which people are mounting like crazy on everything they possibly can. I've even got some folks that said, hey, I like the idea of the old KC look, and they have an LED KC type light now, but instead of it being about 400 lumens, this is 3,200 lumens. I'm sure this thing is killing you right now. These things go all the way up to 7,800 lumens of brightness. They start at $199 and the installation's free. Get into Macon, get into Warner Robins, see which one fits whatever you're putting it on, because we're doing it on ATVs and golf carts and trucks, anything you can possibly name. But man, from $199 and up, there's no way to beat it.
That right there is incredible. That is Klipsch's new Premier Series, completely THX certified, unbelievable.
Now this is the new reference called the 280.
Correct.
They have a matching center channel. You got 2/8 right here. Real wood cabinets made, center channel that matches. In the rear, we did flush mount speakers you'll love. Flip on around, look up in the ceiling right here. Those are 8-inch, right? Magnetic grills, which is super nice. 15-inch, 1,000 watts of maximum power. And you heard the demo, is that nuts? Now tell us about the amplifier we got in here.
This is Yamaha's new 8 series. This gives us an individual amp per channel of power. It's 1,000 watts, which is needed with these gigantic Klipsch speakers that we have.
I'll tell you, what we mostly find is a lot of folks will come in and they'll say, hey, I've had a Sony amplifier, or I've had a Denon amplifier for years and years, which are all great brands, but because Yamaha does what they call discrete amplification, it allows you to basically, it's just like having a 125 watt amplifier on each individual speaker, leaving the sub with its own 1,000 watts. So in reality, we have a 1,800 to 2,000 watt theater that does all this. Now, talk about the new remote controls we have.
This is our new MX780, absolutely stunning. It's an OLED screen, very simple to use. I come in, I program it, I teach it. It is unbelievably perfect.
I love the fact that all the icons are easy to read, and you can actually title those any way you want, correct?
Absolutely.
So for anywhere from $250 to $350, you can get a remote that operates everything, including Cox Cable, Dish Network, DirecTV. All your smart features are built in. Now, this is Sony's newest 75-inch 4K. I said 75. They've never made one to this date. As a matter of fact, last year's 79-inch was $25,000. Okay, this is not $25,000, and they've done so well. Now, it's been on sale for about $4,500. It is a $6,000 TV on their website, but here's the deal. It's 75-inch. It's got 480 hertz motion flow, 960 hertz refresh, and look at this depth of color. This is just watching ESPN, but what they do is, this is what's hard to do. When you have somebody that wears a black shirt, the depth of that black is impossible to do on LEDs.
Looks like a big shadow.
Right, so it always has that gray tint to it. So the first thing is we all said it was, oh my goodness, look at the depth of what is going on here. And of course it's a 75-inch TV, and it's only 1 3/4 inches inch, 1 3/4 inch thick. So on the mount, it sits about 3.5 inches off the wall. So it's so absolutely beautiful. Now, this is obviously a, what would you call this theater?
Perfect.
Perfect theater. So when somebody calls and says, hey, do you have the best? This is the best, and that's what this guy does right here. Awesome. All right, now, we do a lot of security, but here's what you need to know. Because of what happened in the last month up in the Carolinas, where it just got kind of weird and they didn't have a way to really keep up with what happened on a video footage way. It had some footage, but not great detail. Now, lately I've been so excited about these cameras have gone 1080p. I mean, they are full HD resolution security cameras now, and they're affordable. So when you call us out, I'll come out and design a whole system for your house or your business, or definitely for the churches is where we're going with this. We've done so many, even in the last 3 or 4 weeks, it's hard to keep up with. Now, this is a high definition 1080p, what they call day-night varifocal dome camera. It also comes with what they call a bullet style, like the ones that you see like on TV is what it really looks like. But what these things do is they have humongous view. In this church, what we did is we did the fellowship hall, we did the hallway, we did the service vans because people steal batteries and gas and all that stuff all the time. We did where you can see the sanctuary where we are right now. We did the daycare and the nursery and the stairwell. And what's cool is you have to see the quality of picture on this thing. Check this out, right? Look at the fellowship hall. I mean, that's full 1080p. Look at the detail, right? Look at this. I'll fan this around. Look, there's the parking lot. And here's the coolest feature. Boom. I can zoom in. I can see that it was a BMW or it was a Honda or it was a Ford Escape. I know all these things. If I want to keep an imprint of who was in the parking lot, hit that button right. It takes a picture and sends it to the hard drive. It makes it so easy to use. You can see all the views in big like this, or you can come back down here and you can hit one big deal like this and you can see what's going on. With me saying that, this thing has a 2 terabyte or a 4 terabyte hard drive so you can see what's going on, and I love it. Check that out. So we come out like with this church is 100 years old. I went to church here when I was about this big, when I was a baby, which ain't 100 years ago, but it's a long time ago. And running cables in this was never built for this. But that's what the guys from our tech teams do, is they figure out a way to get everything nice and tucked in and hidden, easy to service, right? That matters. And the quality of the product is always top notch. When you end of the day, you get that and you're safe, and that is a beautiful thing. Awesome. All right, thank you so much. I want to tell you how much I appreciate serving you guys. Thank you so much for watching this show. I know it's 30 minutes long and you get to see all these cool things that we get to be a part of, but it's because of you. Our Macon Telegraph Award, our telegraph.com award that we got, which is from 12, 13, 14, 15, all of that came because you voted for us, and it shows you how passionate we are about service. My men, they don't get into anything they can't do. Every one of our specialists are specialists in their field, from service to installation to creation to design. All of those guys, they train and train and train to make sure that you know how passionate they are. Don't forget about that sale in our music store. It's the biggest sale of the year. Everything is on sale. Go to any.com, go to the music store, and we will beat it. As you've seen, we expand and expand and expand, from commercial to residential to security to alarms, you name it, we do it. We would love to do the restaurants. That's such a cool thing that we're a part of now. And I want to leave you with this. Ephesians 4:29 says, do not speak bad words. You are supposed to be a positive and enlightenment to those around you. What that means is we already know, what comes from here comes out of here, right? And so many times in our lives, we had this chance to lift somebody up and we didn't. And I'm telling you, God commands and absolutely begs us to be a positive light for Him so that we show what His grace is all about. Thank you so much for watching our show. Come see us at Ken's in Macon. Yeah, you are now part of the blooper reel, big boy.